Hi guys, it's Rike here and welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is Rike and I review Activewear. So if you're into that kind of stuff, you just keep watching. Today I want to start a new Activewear try-on series. Because you know, sometimes it's like, I don't feel like I need to buy so much more Activewear to review for you guys. Sometimes it's also nice to show you different brands, different pieces that I keep going back to, things like that. And my partner actually had a really fun idea. He was like, why don't you do Activewear from A to Z? So this is what we're doing today. This is the new series we're starting, which will, you know, videos will pop up every now and then in between new Activewear try-on hauls and stuff like that, or new swimwear try-on hauls, you know, all these kind of things. And yeah, of course, if we start the series, we started with the letter A. And what happens is basically I will try to find Activewear from companies whose name starts with an A in this case, or with a B or a C, whatever, you know, you understand what I'm trying to say, I hope. And I will show that to you guys in a try-on haul video. So we were starting with the letter A, and of course there's quite a few brands that I have in my closet, and so we will see today Amen, Swedish Activewear brand. We will also see Alphalete, American Activewear brand that, to be fair, I haven't shopped from in a long time, but I found one of the pieces that I really loved from them. We also do have Alo Yoga, and we have AYBL. AYBL is a British Activewear brand, but mostly seamless stuff. But yeah, so we have those four brands today. They all start with the letter A. Let me know if you feel like I forgot about an Activewear brand, because of course I could do like a little add-on video for that. And also, of course, now that we're starting this and we have letter A, the next thing that will be happening is the letter B. And if you have any brands that you feel like should really be in that video, do let me know. Obviously, in my mind, I already do have Buff Bunny Collection, how could I forget them, and Bow and Tea. And I think that's about it that I can think of right now. So if you feel like I'm forgetting something, do let me know in the comments down below. That video will be coming out sometime in the near future, I think. But today it's all about Activewear from A to Z, or from A to Z, how I would usually say it, but you know, depending on where you're from, I guess you say A to Z or A to Z. And we have the letter A. So, I want to start with Amen because alphabetically that makes the most sense. And for Amen, I am going to show you a full-on set because I feel like they're really good at making cute full-on sets. And this is a 3-piece set. The way I do this, or I will do it in this video, usually, or sometimes I review a single piece and then I show it to you tried on. But today, because this is all about the brands, we will do one walk through with the brand, or if I combined brands, then, you know, it'll still be one outfit. But it's all about this color today. This is, I think, Wild Cherry. And this is their performance ribbed fabric, which I really like. This is a newer color. They also do have it in a darker green. They have it in some more basic nude tones or beige tones, brown tones. But I really like this fabric. It is very cool to the touch. It's very sweat wicking. It's not seamless, although Amen also does have a lot of seamless items, namely their ribbed seamless fabric, for example, or their shape seamless. And if you're curious about anything else Amen, I can link my playlist up here and you can go check that one out. But yeah, let's go with this 3-piece outfit. And of course, I will start to show you the top and then, you know, we'll continue. So this is the performance. I always forget it was ribbed performance or performance ribbed. And I think this is like Bralette or something, but anyway, the proper name will have been on the screen. So this one is more of a crop top with removable cup pads. It's not like intensely a sportswear, but for me this is like compression enough. It's a really nice dark red, like really burgundy red with like a purple hue to it. We do have a nice deep V neckline, like I already said, removable cup pads and thinner straps. They're not adjustable, but they're stretchy. And then the back is really cute, quite strappy. Look at this. And yeah, ribbed material here, and on the inside is lined with like a sleek, also performance-y material. This one is made from 80% nylon and 20% elastane in the shell, and 85% nylon and 15% elastane in the lining. And yeah, I really like this for performance-y things. You can sweat in this. It's very sweat wicking. We have a tone and tone silicone Amen logo here. And I would also say this is more of a small chest situation. For me, this works perfectly fine. It makes the girls look good, but it might be a little bit tougher on a bigger chest, just so you know. And then we're combining this with the leggings, of course, with the matching leggings. Again, ribbed material, very cool to the touch. Does have some compression in it. And we don't have a top seam on these. But there's like this seam here is a little bit tighter, the seam combining the waistband with the main part of the leggings. And we do have a little pocket here in the back of the waistband, which I honestly don't ever use, but it's there in case you have like a key or a card or something you want to put in there. Tone and Tone silicone logo again here. And no side seam, but we do have a front seam. I don't find this one annoying at all personally, but it's there in case, you know, you're a little bit more sensitive to camel toe or something. And we also do have a V for the glutes here, which is always nice. And yeah, overall they're quite simple, but they're also quite compressive. But you know, cool to the touch, good for a high performance workout. And then we're topping this off with the little jacket because it's so good. I think this together just looks so nice. This jacket is so cute. It has a round neckline. So it's a little bit different than a lot of the other activewear jackets that have like a mock neck, maybe a hood. This is really like a little bit of a kind of elegant solution with this round neckline. We have long sleeves, no thumb holes, same material as, you know, before. We don't have a lining here. So it is really just the 80% polyamide and 20% elastane. And, you know, on the inside, it is still not like as ripped as on the outside, but it's just the back of the ripped material. We have a zipper. It's actually a double zipper, so if you wanted to, you could kind of also open it from the bottom, you know, but like we have two zippers basically. The color matches the fabric as well. And then in the back, we have that Tone and Tone silicone logo here again. But yeah, overall, I like this jacket a lot because it's cute. It is also a thinner, like the material isn't super thick. So it's still very breathable, but you're still a little covered. You still get a little bit of extra warmth. I get this in my normal size small, even though I have a little bit of bigger biceps, you know, but it still fits. It is a little bit more compressive, but there's no need to size up for bigger arms or a bigger back or something. It still fits very well because it has enough stretch. Although it does have the compression, it does have the stretch as well. And yeah, so this is our 3-piece outfit for Eamon. Let's see it on. Okay, here we have our 3-piece set. Obviously, I will put on the jacket after I've shown you the top. Otherwise, it's a little bit more difficult to do it justice. But yes, so this is our top. Definitely very deep V here. Like I said, for small chest, I think it's perfectly fine. I get a little bit of cleavage, removable cup pads in here, and it kind of meets the top of the legging waistband, so you can see a peak of skin here, but not too much. And I also do have a long torso. We have thinner straps, good type of coverage, to be fair, you know, that works. Support was more of a light support. And I kind of feel like it would be nice if the straps were the tiniest bit shorter, but it is fine. And then in the bag, we have this fun little strappy situation that I've told you about. So I think that one is actually kind of cute. I really like the, yeah, just the little strappy back here, and otherwise it's very open. It's also still long in the back as well. And yeah, we have this ribbed textured material here, which is really nice. You get a lot of compression. We do have a seam at the bottom. So, you know, just be aware of that. And otherwise, it's fun. I like it. And let me put on the jacket so I can talk about that one as well. And you can see it is very stretchy. The arms fit well. Just have to put it on, you know. So yeah, it's a tighter fitting one. You can wear it open like this, obviously, but I feel like it definitely looks best when it is zipped up a little bit. And let me just move this a little bit over like that. So we do have the little double zip, and obviously I always find it really hard with 2 zippers. You kind of have to really push everything down before you start zipping up, but we can do that. And here we go. Now it is fully zipped up, and you can see this like scoop neckline, a little bit wider as well, so you can kind of see the straps from the top. I think it's so cute. It's different. It looks elegant, you know, it's fun. so it just has something. And yeah, no thumb holes, but the sleeves are actually quite long. You can see that even goes up to my hands actually, but it doesn't have to. Yes, obviously. The jacket is a tad longer than the top. You can see when I lift my arms, you cannot see a sliver of skin anymore. It still is very cropped. It just overlaps the top a little bit. And now obviously we do have the double zip. You could still open it a little bit like this. The zipper stays put, it doesn't move right now. You could open it up from the bottom as well if you wanted to just have it like this. So that's an option too. And obviously you can play around with the zipper a little bit. I personally usually prefer to just have, you know, the top zipper come down a little bit lower for a little bit more cleavage. But honestly, I think it also looks really cute like this with that scoop neckline. So it is nice. It is a tighter fitting jacket, as you can see, but it just looks like such a fun kind of little outfit, you know. And Eamon does a lot of these kind of three-piece sets that look really good, really elegant, are very functional. And again, this one, the jacket, it is still thinner material, but it still gives you a little bit of warmth, but you can sweat in it for sure, and you can feel it's gonna be nice and sweat wicking, so that's good. And yeah, then last but not least, let's talk about these leggings. So we do have a front seam here. I personally do not feel the front seam. We don't have a top seam, they're high-waisted. The only thing I would say is this seam here that combines the waistband with the legging, that could be a little bit tight, less tight. Like it is cutting in just the tiniest, but you can kind of see the little dip here. So that is really something they could improve, but they've always had that on their performance leggings. There was always this seam that was a little bit tighter than necessary. And the only time you really notice the tightness is, like, I don't feel it cutting in too much right now. And I think I could probably pull it a little bit higher still, and that might be, you know, kind of undoing that a little bit. But anyway, like the only moment when this becomes a little bit annoying is if you try to get this over the butt, right? Obviously, the tightest part of my body, that's when I'm like, oh, this seam is a little bit tighter. Unnecessarily so, because the rest is like amazing, right? Nice, like medium compression, I would say. You can move, you can stretch, like everything. It's very cool to the touch. It has this rib texture, which I love. We do have the little pocket here in the back of the waistband. Oh my God, there we go. Here it is. So you can put stuff in there. You have a V for the glutes. The seams all sit nice and high to not cut off the glutes. Tone silicone logo here as with the other stuff. And otherwise no side seam detailing, no nothing. So this is a great like workout set for when you know it's gonna get really sweaty, and or if you just want to look, you know, like a kind of fun, cool superhero. Because I feel like it always gives me like the superhero vibes. If you have like a full-on set like this, I don't know, it just looks fun. It's a vibe, I think. Let's move on. Next up, we are continuing with Alo Yoga and Alphalete. So it also kind of alphabetically even makes sense to combine them. But yeah, I have a top from Alo Yoga and I have a pair of leggings from Alphalete. So this is our next outfit. Let's talk about the top first. So this one is actually not like a super performance-y Alo Yoga top, but it is my favorite, one of my favorite things from Alo Yoga that I have. Alo Yoga is quite pricey. And I only ever shop from them if I've won a gift card in a yoga challenge or if there's like a really, really good sale going on. And I think I got this one with a gift card. But yeah, this is kind of like a Henley short sleeve top. By the way, you can find all my Alo Yoga playlist, or all my Alo Yoga videos up here. I will link the playlist and you can go check it out. But yeah, so it's also ribbed. It has more of a cottony touch on the outside, and then on the inside we have the sleek lining here. I was going to say lining and layer and combined it. I got this one in my normal size small. Fabric wise, we do have 73% polyester and 18% tencel, lyocell, along with 9% spandex in the shell, and 92% polyester and 8% spandex in the lining. Now, we have removable cup pads in here as well. It's basically like a crop top, yeah, with removable cup pads. We have an elastic under the chest too, and then you have all these buttons here. The buttons aren't fake, they're proper buttons, but like you can't open them, right? So this is still not like functional, basically. And yeah, a wide round neckline, these short little cap sleeves, which are really, really cute, and it does have some stretch. But yeah, one of my favorite things from Alo Yoga they have. And it's a light baby blue, and we're combining this with these blue leggings from Alphalete. Again, I haven't shopped from Alphalete in a long time. I have an Alphalete playlist, I believe, that I can link up here. And then you can also find out why I haven't shopped from them. But also, I feel like recently, like there hasn't been anything too interesting anymore for me. I haven't checked out what they have anyway for a long time now, but they used to have really good stuff, and I loved these leggings. Yeah, so these were like my top favorite leggings from Alphalete. They're seamless, but they have a lot of detailing. They actually have also have a front seam, so I'm like, are they really seamless? I mean, for the most part, yes, but and these are the, I forgot how they're called. Anyway, we'll put it on the screen as well. But how could I have forgotten what they were called? Oh my god, see, this is how long I haven't talked about this. Yeah, it's not coming to me right now. But anyway, I love these. I still like them a lot, honestly. Like, I still like them. These are actually made from 51% polyamide, 38% polyester, and 11% elastane. Yeah, these are the OG Revivals. There we go, the OG Revivakl leggings. Exactly. We have a wide waistband that has a little bit of texture, has a little bit of compression, front seam, and then in the back, straight across glute seam and a proper seam here as well, Alphalete logo in the waistband. And then what I really, really liked about them was all this detailing that they had. So you have this kind of, these like mesh panels with kind of like more of a, like, you know, straight across like lines. And then a little bit of this kind of, it's not like a seam, this is also a little bit see-through, this kind of detailing that rounds up the mesh panels. And we also do have that down here at the calf. So the mesh panels are a little bit more breathable. The seam is kind of right under the glutes here, but it's not like a glute compression or under glute contouring or anything. I can really see that I have worn this color specifically also quite a lot, because it's, yeah, some of the seams here, especially on this side, you can kind of see it's very like, yeah, definitely shows signs of wear, but I definitely wore these a lot, so it is okay. I'm wondering if this is actually getting a hole or something. Yeah, might be a tiny hole. Anyway, it'll be fine. I can still show it on. And honestly, if there's holes along seams, that's really, really easy to fix, so it's fine. But yeah, the OG Revivals, and I don't know, I just like them a lot. So they're not very squat proof. I will add that to that as well, just so you know. But yeah, Alo Yoga and Alphalete. Not a combo that you would see regularly, I would say, but let's see it on. Okay, moving on to our Alo Yoga / Alphalete outfit here. And I think actually the two blue tones, they go very well together. Like I said, maybe like functionality wise, like this is not the best combo, but I think color wise, this works very well. Yeah, I like it. So we have our Alo Yoga top here. Again, this is more of a, I wouldn't wear this for like a very intense, sorry, I need to adjust the cut pad because it's really very off right now. Anyway, there we go. I think I got it. Maybe also on the other side. Yes. It can move all the way to the side here, which is not where you kind of want it or need it. Anyway, so we got this now. But yeah, so this is more of a light activity, maybe more of a casual wear, loungewear kind of top. I could also totally see that wearing that for like a light yoga session. but maybe not for something where I know I'm going to sweat a lot. So honestly, I wear this a lot at home for lounging. This is like what I mainly wear it for. But again, I can see this also for some lighter activities where you know you're not going to sweat a lot. But it's not necessarily the most like intense workout approved top. So yeah, but it's like a Henley top. We have this ribbed fabric. It's nice and soft, a little bit cottony, good crop length, and yeah, elastic under the chest. So you do get a little bit of a support still. We have this wide scoop neckline, these buttons that are not functional, but they look cute. And yeah, it's double lined. You have the removable cup pads. You have these little cap sleeves that are also not too tight. I feel like sometimes when people design these kind of things, they forget that people have arms that need to fit in there. But this one, it's lots of stretch, lots of movement that you can do still without being restricting. And it looks cute. And then in the back, it's just very, very simple. We have this little aloe patch here, their logo, but as a patch on the ribbed fabric, and I think it's really just because they don't like to put logos on ribbed fabrics, which makes sense because that doesn't really last so long. So this patch has fabric that is not ribbed, and otherwise it comes up a little bit higher in the back, so a little bit like more covering for sure in the back. And the exciting part is mainly the front. Support wise, definitely just a light support, but again, this is also like the whole vibe of this top is not, oh my god, I'm high support, high performance, whatever. So a light support is perfectly fine for this. And yeah, one of my favorite Aloe Yoga pieces for sure. And now we can move on to the Alphalete leggings, the OG Revivals. Once I put these on again, I was like, yes, I remember why I like these. Because they're so comfy as well. Like they're comfy, they're breathable, the material feels good. It's like, you know, you feel like ready for a workout for sure. And yeah, they're just good. And I like the look of them still. We have a front seam, I don't feel it. We have a nice high waistband. The waistband is not too tight, but again, this is also size medium, and I'm usually waist-wise a small, so this is perfectly okay. It's still a little bit of compression, but not a ton. But yeah, nicely high-waisted for sure. And then we have this paneling here. You can see that on the thigh. I like also how it comes up a little bit higher on the side, right? It's like detailing. I like the detailing. That's what I like about these a lot. We have it also on the calf, 7/8 length. And in the back, you can kind of see it a little bit under the glutes from the side one here. We have a proper seam in the back, separating the glute cheeks, the cheeks a little bit, but just straight across glute seams otherwise. And you know what? I mean, they have some detailing. It's nothing too wild. There's no booty scrunch, but like, I like how they feel. I like how they fit. Like I can move, I can do everything. Like I can do yogi squat. Like I can do whatever I'm thinking of, I can do that with these, you know. And yes, the material is a little thin, meaning also they're not very squat proof. So that was always the biggest fault of these leggings in my eyes. But otherwise, I mean, they're perfect. They're cute. And yeah, I feel like this was kind of like Alphalete was at their height when they made these. Like they were their best around that time. But yeah, also the color is just gorgeous. I think this was called Sonic Blue. I think this is Sonic Blue. I think this was one of the first colors I bought in these. But yeah, let's move on. Last but not least, I have a little outfit for you from AYBL. As I already mentioned before, AYBL is, I think, a British activewear brand, and they do a lot of seamless stuff. some of the things are like more misses. Some of the things are really hits for me. So it's kind of a little bit mix and matched. I can't talk anymore. It's a little bit of a mixed bag. Not mix and match or match, mix, whatever. You know what I mean. It's a mixed bag sometimes. But these two pieces I really, really, really love. In case you're curious, you can always check out my AYBL reviews here. I'm linking my playlist up there. And this is our outfit for AYBL. So we have this, I also like as a combo, these two pieces together, I really, really love the colors, and I don't know, it just works. So this is kind of AYBL's like animal adapt seamless situation, right? So Gymshark has adapt seamless, animal adapt seamless, and this is kind of what AYBL did as a counterpart. So we have zebra on here. I love this green color. It's like a neon-y kind of minty green maybe, but like it works so well with other colors. It's such a great mix and match color. And this sports bra actually is really, really super supportive, keeps you tucked in, still looks cute because we have a V, but it's not too revealing. Like it's the perfect combo of everything. The material itself is soft enough, made from, let me see if I can still find that info, or have I worn it too much? Can't see it. Maybe there was probably a tag that I cut off. But anyway, information will have been on the screen already because I will be able to have found it. I will have been able to find, yeah, whatever, you know what I mean. I say this a lot today, don't I? Anyway, we have thicker straps here, and they are also stretchy, but we also do have the clasp here to adjust it. So like a little bit more like bra straps. And then in the back, you can see the AYBL logo here, white. We have a ribbed band under the chest as well. And overall, I just really like this one. I like the color, I like the fit, I like the functionality of it. And this is our sports bra from AYBL. And then we're combining this with these leggings that I also really, really like. I also love the color on this one. But these are also some of the seamless leggings I really, just really like this one. The material is nice and soft, it's stretchy, it's like very functional, you can move, you don't have to adjust these leggings. Again, I think material, I can't tell you right now, but it will have been on the screen. And I like the detailing on this too, it's not too much. I feel like there's one thing I would change maybe, but that's about it. No front seam, ribbed waistband. And then you can see we have this interesting detailing here on the side. Also a little bit of detailing here in the front, but it's really not too much. It's just a little bit of something there. A little bit of detailing here with like a little mesh insert. And then in the back, we kind of have a V for the glutes here with this ribbed part. And I personally would have just added a proper back seam. For a little bit of glute separation, they didn't, but it's fine. But this is kind of the one thing I would change, I think. And then we also do have a tad bit of an underglute contour here with like a kind of a meshy part. But it's not intense or anything. It's just a little bit there, but yeah, not too much. A little bit of this fake seam detailing here as well. And yeah, that's kind of it. So there's a little bit of detailing, but none of it is like overly dramatic. It's not overly annoying or anything. So I like that a lot. AYBL logo here in the back as well. And I really like what they did with the detailing on the waistband. That's kind of fun. It's just a little bit different. And yeah. So like still simple, but also a little bit special. And I love the material and I like this outfit together. Let's see it on. Okay, and here's our full on AYBL outfit. Like I said, I love this combo of the sports bra in this color and these leggings in this color. It's just so good. And both of these are very comfortable, so you can just focus on your workout and you don't have to worry about anything else, which is ideal. But yeah, both are seamless pieces. We have the little sports bra here, and like I said, it is flattering, but it also still covers you. So it's like the best of both worlds. It's super comfy. We have this ribbed band under the chest. We have this nice V neckline that is not too deep. It's just, you know, good amount. You get a little bit of cleavage, good type of coverage, removable cup pads in here. And then the straps. At first, when I saw these the first time, because these are more like the elastic bra straps, I was like, oh, these might be uncomfortable, but they're not. Like there are, I don't know what they did with these, but they're perfect. They're super soft. They don't cut in at all. So kudos to them, because that really works. And then they crisscross in the back here, and you do have the option to adjust the straps. Clearly I did adjust one more than the other, but you know, you can do it better than me. And then we just have, you know, the ribband going all the way around here. You have the AYBL logo there as well. And it's just overall, It's just, I don't know, it's just like, it's simple, but it's good. Like, it's all it needs to be. And we do have the little bit of zebra print. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of animal prints in general. However, if they're not in like a realistic color for the animal to be in, I like them a little bit more. So the zebra print and this kind of like minty, neon-y green, this is, I can totally get behind that. Like, this is perfect for me. And then moving on to the leggings, they're also seamless and they're so comfy. They have just a little bit of detailing, but it's not too much. It's nothing that's like annoying or anything. It's nothing that takes away from their functionality. It's just a little bit of cute detailing here and there. We have the detailing here around the waistband, which is nice and wide and also ribbed, not too tight. Just a comfortable amount. I would say like still like more of a light compression in the waistband. No front seam. And then we have this kind of meshy detailing here on the thighs that kind of comes in like this. And you also do have some of that detailing around, oops, can you even see it? The ankle here. They are a little bit shorter than 7/8 length. So they could also be a tad longer in addition to having a proper seam here in the back to separate the glutes. But yeah, if you look here, you do have that ribbed triangular like kind of pattern here to give you that illusion of a V-glute detailing, but of course there's still not really any glute separation. So a nice seam would have been perfect. That's all I'm asking for. I don't need a booty scrunch or something, but just like a proper seam in the back. And then we also do have some under glute contour here. But again, it's not cutting in, it's not annoying. It is just like a little bit of a mesh thing here, just a little bit of detailing, without trying to do too much. And this is exactly what I love about these. Like, they're there, they're functional, they're cute, and they're everything you kind of need them to be. So that's perfect. Yes, I really love this outfit. I like working on this one. It's perfect. Let's move on. It's conclusion time. So this was Activewear from A to Z, letter A. And here is our little pile of clothes. So we have Amen, we have Aldo Yoga, we have Alphalete, and we have AYBL. Like I said, if there's a brand you feel like I forgot, do let me know. Because I'm really trying to like just find all the ones I have in my closet, right? But yeah, if I forgot something, do let me know. I can always do a little bit of an add-on video for the letter A. And as I said, if you have any other brands you feel like need to be in the series for letter B, maybe even already letter C, do let me know, because more of these videos will be coming over the coming months. And yeah, let me know what you think of this new series. I hope you enjoyed this video. You can give it a thumbs up if you did. You can also subscribe to the channel so you get notified about all the new videos that are coming out and you won't miss a single one. If you've been wondering why there's less videos on YouTube right now, because I used to do videos on Mondays and Thursdays and currently it's mainly Thursdays, it's because I also moved over to Patreon and you can find me here. Go check that out in case you want to see more videos from me again. There was, just a few altercations I had with YouTube that made me decide this, and it's also maybe a great way for you guys to support me. So yeah, if you're curious about that, head on over to Patreon and you can find more videos there as well. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was fun. If you want to, you can also follow me on Instagram for some more content. And yeah, otherwise, thank you so much. And I will see you next time. Bye!